Alright, what's going on guys, it's Sarge, and today I'm going to be going an overview of the Devstream 86 and all the things that they were talking about. So the first thing that they started to talk about was the new Sentinel coming out for newbies and new players that start the game. It will give you different buffs and abilities such as being able to steal life from other enemies and shields, and being able to regenerate your own, helping early game people survive longer in lower ranked missions until they understand the game better and they get other frames and other sentinels. Now this is a good way to help out others, such as the same way when we were taught how to use Kubros, it's good for them to learn how to use sentinels so they won't feel confused when they first start playing this game, which is really good. So the next thing they started to talk about was the Bard Warframe. Now they did showcase a little bit of this in the last dev stream, but they now are showing us different animations and the way the actual sequencer works. So this will be really cool. I think it's Rebecca that was the one that started doing a lot of dance moves, which is what you're seeing on screen now hopefully. And the stance is really good. I believe it's supposed to go off the beats of your actual Warframe, so when you use an ability it actually goes with a beat, which is really cool. And there's a lot of buffs when it comes to working together with other Bard frames, such as the types of beats you use. If they synchronize well, it'll increase maybe damage output and stuff like that based off the type of notes. And you can synchronize together to make your own type of music in the game, which is really cool. So the next part is the sorties. They are trying to update the sorties, make them better, where they're adding a new type of reward, which is pretty much a new type of sculpture, which will be worth 2000 endo. The sculpture itself looks kind of cool that you can put in your ship, but you can also just get rid of it and go for the 2000 endo itself. So I'm pretty sure they're getting rid of the 2000 reward and just replacing it with this. So they give you two options to use it for, which is really good, so you'll have more options after getting 2000 endo. Now the next thing that they're doing, which I'm really glad that they're finally doing, is they're getting rid of, not really getting rid of, but they're debuffing the Secura Lecta's credit boost. Now a lot of people in the trade chat have been selling this thing for extremely high prices, and I have no idea why. It makes no sense that a credit boosting weapon can be so expensive, upwards to hundreds to 200s. It's absurd. Now I believe this rework was needed when it comes to this weapon, because that boost was absurd, and if you're trying to get a lot of credits, I would do it now before the nerf actually drops. So I would hurry up and get as much credits as you can. So the next part is the Tennogen round 7 winners. So they are showcasing a lot of new skins and helmets and different cosmetic items for different warframes, such as Rhino, Mirage, Loki, and all that kind of stuff. They all look really nice. I kind of like the helmet for Limbo, since I'm a huge Limbo fan right now. I love using him, and a lot of the different Cyadanas work as well. They look really nice. So hopefully us on console can get this stuff as well, since we don't usually get as much Tennogen stuff as the PC people, since it's harder to port down with Sony and all that kind of stuff. So this will be really good, and having more cosmetic items will be better for us, so we'll have more variety of stuff to see in game. Now the next are the deluxe skins for Mag, Chroma, and Zephyr. These skins actually look really nice. I really love the Mag deluxe skin. Even if they kept it like that, which I hope they do kind of, it looks extremely clean and it looks really nice. Now the Chroma, I think that's still just a work in progress, just a design idea, but the concept behind it right there is really nice. I hope they go with that kind of skin, because that'll be really cool to have, being able to have a Chinese type of dragon skin for him. That'd be really cool. And Zephyr's deluxe skin kind of looks okay. I'm not too interested in Zephyr. I really hope they come out with a rework and even a buff for Zephyr before they actually release this skin, because nobody's gonna really get this skin unless you're just a fan of Zephyr and the way she looks. I see no purpose in getting this skin at this point if they were just to release it at any given point right now. So hopefully there's a buff incoming for Zephyr eventually before this actually comes out, and it's really cool. I really like it. Now the next is another helmet for Inaros. I actually like this one compared to the original helmet, but I don't like it as much as the first helmet they actually came out with. That one was much better. This one doesn't have any cloth physics, I see, so you won't have the little cloth going in your face when you turn and stuff like that like the original helmet did, so you won't have any problems with that, and it's really nice. I wonder how it looks in in like darker colors and stuff like that. Now they are also changing the actual charger's look to look more, I guess, like a Kubro and less like a charger. The concept behind it is really cool. I really like it, and I hope they go with this type of rework because it looks really nice and it actually matches being infested as well. So hopefully they can stick with that. Now they are going to be working on fixing the network not responding issues even further because there's still people out there getting this problem, and I've been getting this problem a lot as well, so hopefully they do fix that eventually. They are adding the nullifier weak points, which I've really been waiting for on console to finally get, since this is really good and it'll be able to help people use sniper rifles and bows more often against the nullifiers, which will give them more purpose, and they can actually fight back against nullifiers. Now they are adding a Corpus spear gun, which is just the Javlock but a Corpus version of it, which is really cool. So I'm guessing the mechanics on it are going to be a lot different, more electrical kind of procs and stuff like that. So I'm really hoping that they stick with the spear guns concept the way they showed it, which is really cool. And yeah, I really hope they keep that concept. It's really good, and maybe they'll come out with an infested version eventually. Now they were talking about something about syndicate assassinations. I'm not really sure what this really means. I guess they want to add bosses or something for clans to fight to give them more like engagement with the clan, I guess. The idea behind it is really cool, and I really hope they execute this really well because being able to add new reasons for clans to actually work together is really cool. So other tidbits, smaller things that they're adding, they're trying to change Limbo's dodge in and out of the rift so people can actually have a better time using Limbo in the rift and out of it, trying to make the transition much smoother and just easy to use. They are changing the bow's rework, like a visual rework, so it's going to look much nicer than the original way it used to look for the bow staff. They are trying to change Arcwing to make it more user friendly, less nausea inducing, stuff like that, to make people want to use Night Arcwing more, because they will probably add it eventually into Sorties, which I really hope they don't because nobody likes doing them. Maybe there's some people out there that like to, but a huge majority don't, and I really hope they don't go for it. And there's a lot of other smaller changes that I can go on and on and on about, but I'm just going to leave the video here with that. These are all the major reworks that they're trying to go for, and all the changes and updates towards Warframe that should be coming later on in the future. But that'll be the video for today, guys. Don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay frosty.